have two state machines. One is a passive state machine in order to test if there is anomalies on the replies. And also we have an active testing machine that is the one that will drive the scenario, that it will move the device to the state that we want to test. Finally, when the stateful transition rule will report any anomaly on the message, and it will decide if it wants to send a message or wait for other input. So if we want to send a message, we contact the syntax fuzzer, and we'll send the new message to the phone, and then we will keep going and going. So in the passive testing, okay, we take traces from the phone. Before doing the test, we take the traces, we analyze them, and then we can induce the state machine of the phone. So if we observe traffic from that phone, like, okay, for example, is entity A phone, if we observe the trace, the traffic, we can induce in which state is the phone. So, for example, this phone is in this state, so the transition will tell us which are the possible messages that they can come in or come out. So if one message is going out that is not known in our state machine, possible there is some anomalies in the phone, so we can report it and then analyze the traces to see what is going on. Now, in the active testing, as I said previously, is the one that is driving the test. So we have to create an event-driven state machine that each transition will represent a message to send or to wait to receive. And those transitions will, they can make reference to different syntax fuzzers that they can differ in the aggressivity of on which they are generating the messages. So, for example, here we have like, okay, Keith is like doing the server, so we the server role. So we are inviting the phone. Then he's replying 100. Like we are inviting one of these transitions. Then he's replying 100 trying. So we keep in the same state. Then we receive 180 ringing. And at that moment, we are supposed to wait for some anomaly, for some event. But then we can send some anomalies to the phone and see how it responds. If we have answers, then we analyze. If we don't have answers, then we keep going in our state machine and move to the next event. So, okay, I have 10 minutes left. So, okay, when we report errors, as I said earlier on, we have the whole syntax of the protocol, so we know when a message is syntactically incorrect. Sorry? Oh, sorry. Nice. Yeah.
How do you define states? Do they come from the protocol response numbers, or do you derive them
well,
in some other way?
Actually, the states, they don't have any meaning. What is important are the transitions. So each transition represents an outgoing message or an incoming message. And here we are doing the active testing, so it's just the flow.
Understood. Now, how do you decide when two states need to be merged? Or do you end up with a state for every transition?
Well, actually, this is made by hand because it's how you want to make the test. So it's up to you to make one node. But in the previous slide, that is the active testing, then we try to induce the state with algorithms, but we realize that the protocol, in this case SIP, is not worth to go in that direction, and we just create a tree with all the possible transitions. So actually, how we show is just an easy representation, but it's in fact a tree.
I see. So you're in effect kind of learning the protocol state machine, but not entirely. You can tweak it.
Actually, it's not the state machine, it's how it behaves to events. Exactly. So it's enough for the testing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, any other question? Okay. So I keep going. So, okay, as I said earlier on, we can know when each message is syntactically incorrect. So we can report an event, or for example, when one of the transitions in the state machine or the tree state machine is not any of the one that we learned, or if we have the active state machine, then we have some success node. So if we arrive to such a node, then we will report some event. And finally, of course, when the device is not responding anymore. So, okay, if you want to use KIF after this, then first of all, you have to understand what you are trying to fast. If you want to extend the scenarios and the test, then you have to have a deep knowledge in Python. And KIF is not a tool that you will click launch and then it will find an error and give you the POC. No, not at all. It will just generate traffic and it will report anomalies on the SIP traffic. So then it's up to you to analyze and see what is really going on. So why you will like to use KIF? Well, first of all, we have the whole precision of the syntax grammar. We have dynamicity because each message is generated based on random rules that they could be accurate to the grammar or not. So we are not just stuck with a bunch of tests. And well, it's adaptable to the target and stateful. So if you still want to get KIF, then actually the source code is available and free. And actually due to French legislation issues, then if you want the source, you have to fill a license, ground mail it to us, and then we will be able to provide you with the code. So, well, that is the presentation. For the test, we were planning to do we can do the test, but we are not able to show the traces because I can try to see if I can connect.
Try to reboot.
I rebooted. I will see.
No, but you have to reboot while it was connected.
If you have questions or something in the meantime.
Yes.
Well, I don't know where. Yeah.
Yes, because it's considered an attack tool. And in France, we normally will not allowed to have even Nmap on our machines. We have a special authorization to have Nmap installed. So we're not allowed to distribute attack tools. And building attack tools is considered, it's also against the law. Whatever tool we build which can help to do some kind of reverse engineering is also against the law. So for that specific reasons, because we don't want to go to jail, we are forced to use this license. Yes, honestly, personally, I was never impacted by it. I mean, never authorities came to me and told me you have to. It's our lab. I mean, the legal department in our lab would tell me we have to do it like that, or the other way you cannot do it. So if you want to distribute it, then you have to do it this way. There are similar laws in Germany and also other European countries. Personally, I'm against these laws, but well, if they are there, then we have to follow them. Or at least it's what I can tell before a camera.
Okay, no, we can try to do it outside if it's interesting.
That's all.
Sometimes, no, while it's booting, but
Maybe keep it.
yeah, but we have 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Hi.
Well, okay. The other people can start to make